Yo, how's it going, people? So for those of you who've subbed to me, I'm sure you realize that I haven't posted anything in God knows almost a week at this point, which is kind of rare for me. I usually have something going on. So I just wanted to fill you in, and I guess if you haven't subbed to me, then here you get to know anyway. But yeah, so I've just been dealing with some stuff the past week, or over the weekend and into this week. Delving in darkness, as one can say. But yeah, so my cat's passing on. Unfortunately, cats seem to have this tendency of doing things at their own pace, and he hasn't been in pain or anything, so we've just been keeping him comfortable and letting him die at home. Because my last cat that passed away, I tried to run him around and get him looked at and this and that, and I think it just caused more stress than it was really worth. It ended up in the same result, and I don't know if we saved much time in the end. So I've just been trying to keep him comfortable, and then on top of that, I guess I chose to quit smoking at the same time. My hand was a little forced on that one, but so between nicotine withdrawal and dealing with the emotional roller coaster of losing my cat, I have not necessarily been in a position where I've really wanted to be making content or talking to anyone for that matter. I can get pretty volatile when I'm angry and emotionally distressed, so I thought it was best that I just kind of step away. I've even had a few people try and talk to me. Families try to talk to me about it. Usually just ends up with me yelling at them. Not my wife and daughter, but my parents and stuff, because I end up canceling Thanksgiving dinner with my mom, and my dad was over on the Sunday. We were going to the carnival, and that was kind of the night right after it all started, so we were emotionally distraught with the cat, and then that, with the stress of the weekend, it caused some emotions to get out of hand, and me and the wife, I guess, did kind of have a little bit of an argument. That's what forced my hand on the quitting smoking thing, which was all great timing, because at that point I was just such an emotional ball of nothingness. I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely afford to give up one of my vices right now that helps me relieve stress. But it's been 5 days now, I guess 4 days since I've had a smoke. I'd like to say that I'm doing better and I enjoy it, and oh yeah, it's all great, but no, I fucking miss it, honestly. I liked smoking. I hated what tobacco does to you, but like, I actually enjoy smoking, which is the problem. And just, there's no physical way to smoke enough cannabis to actually keep up with a tobacco habit without being so stoned or comatose that you're not functional. So I guess it's just is what it is, and I'm learning to deal with it. I think I've gotten over some of the agitation around it, which is probably why I'm capable of making this video right now and not just sitting here stewing, fucking clawing at myself, being like I want a goddamn smoke, which I think shows how maybe bad of a grip it had on me, but at the same time, like, it's just, I don't know, I do like the act of smoking, so it's kind of hard to give it up still, even though I know it's probably best, and obviously whatever the fuck it was doing to me clearly took me, well, it's on top of the cat passing away. It's just been an emotional roller coaster, but I feel like if I had a couple of smokes along the way, I could have at least dealing with both at the same time was probably not a great way to go about it, but like I said, it is what it is now. We're making it through. Cat's still alive after 4 days. He's comfortable. He's probably on his last leg here, though. He's hasn't moved too much over the past day. He's still purring when we pet him. when you walk into a room, he'll acknowledge you're there. He wants to see what's going on and stuff. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. I know it's hard to say things like that, but after so many days, it takes a toll on them. It takes a toll on you. So I'm just hoping that he can continue to pass on peacefully. I think at this point, he's essentially just been on hibernation for this whole time. I know some people might disagree with my method, but I don't necessarily have the funds to have him euthanized. And like I said with my last cat, by the time everything was said and done, I don't know if the stress was worth the final outcome. If they're content and they're still purring and not showing signs of distress and not crying, like I looked into it, I guess it's okay to just let time take its toll. So as long as things keep on the same path, hopefully he'll be passing away peacefully today, or tonight, or tomorrow, or sometime in the near future, whenever his stubborn ass decides he wants to get out of here. But that's up to him. So you guys have a good day. I'm going to try and have a good day as best as I can while I sit there and tend to my fluff ball. And yeah, I'll catch you all later, and I should be back to normal hopefully in the next day or two here, and be back live and back to making my normal and usual content. Anyway, have a good one. Catch you all later.